What drives you more? Would you say it's the glory or the money? Or the combination?
There's two things that motivate me, and that's movement and money. Maybe not motivate me, because I don't know what motivate. Just what is motivation? I don't know. What interests me is human movement and money. You know what I mean? That's what I'm interested in. Yui?
Yeah, Yui. If you can.
Yeah. And that's
what illegal U-turn,
that's what I'm doing it for. I'm doing it because for the love of movement, and I'm also doing it to secure because I recognize that it will secure my family's future. So why not take full advantage? Something that I love can actually secure my family's future and make us live a good life for the rest of our days. You know what I mean? And it's not work. I don't work. I live. You know what I mean? I don't have a job. I just have a life. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I was watching or reading something where you said you try to work on a building site and you try to do it and you just couldn't do it because...
It's not that I tried to, it's just regular culture in Ireland and England, I'm sure.
Right, sure.
A young boy...
Apprentice.
You just become an apprentice,
yeah.
and you go that route, and next thing you know what I mean? And I just got the first apprenticeship that came my way, which was plumbing, you know what I mean? I don't give a fuck about plumbing. I just got it because...
Was you any good when you was plumbing? Was you good at plunging?
I was good at sleeping in the car on the lunch break.
Right.
On the mini lunch break. The mini lunch break was 15 minutes, and I'd be taking an hour and 15 minutes sleeping in the car. You know what I mean? So
I know when I was apprentice, because we all, as English as Irish,
yeah,
I was disgusted with myself. I felt disgusted.
It's not. I mean, fair enough. Don't get me wrong. I'm sure there's people that fucking love plumbing and shit.
Yeah.
It's just not for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I knew this wasn't for me. And if
you want to be the plumber, be the best plumber you can be.
Exactly.
Be a world fucking championship plumber.
Yeah, be the world champion plumber.
Undefeated.
Yeah, undisputed, pound for pound plumbing.
You go there, you plunge that shit.
Me.
Beautiful form.
Me, I don't give a shit. That's not for me. You know what I mean? I knew that wasn't for me. Eventually I just said, look, fuck this. I'm jacking it in and I'm just gonna go for this. And even in going for it, I definitely had little sidetracks. I slipped off and got into trouble and none this and none that, and just. But I always, even no matter what was going on in my life and getting involved with the wrong crowd and all, I always, no matter what was going on, some deep situations, I always had the belief that I was gonna get here. I was gonna get to the UFC. I was gonna get, because I just knew I was different. I know I'm different than these people. You know what I mean? Like, you could look at that last fight between Poirier and Brandao. Poirier's number 6 and Brandao, you know what I'm saying? They're not we are not the same. You know what I mean? No disrespect, because honestly, I respect. People think that I'm disrespectful to a lot of them. I respect any of these guys that get in there, but I can't help it. You can't blame me if I'm not the same as these people. You know what I mean? I'm just stating fact, and over time, very, very shortly, it will be proven. You know what I mean? I prove it. I prove what I say. I'll prove to everyone what I'm saying is fact. No one knows more about this game than me. Don't try to tell me I don't know. You asked me about Ben Henderson, and on the spot I told you his height, his reach. I told you everything about him on the spot. He's not even in my division. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Is that some guy you're eyeing up to, or?
I just know. Yeah, of course. I know everyone's reach. I know their height. I know. You know what I'm saying? I know Anthony Pettis is 5'10" with a 72-inch reach. So he's 1 inch taller, but one inch taller in height, but 1 inch less reach than me. I know Chad Mendes is 5'6" with a 65-inch reach. I have a 73-inch reach. So I'm 5'9", so I have a 4-inch reach and an 8-inch reach advantage. I know Jose Aldo's 5'7" with a 70-inch reach. So I have 2 inches height and 3 inches.
Wow.
I know everything about this game. No one can tell me I know more about this game. No one knows more about this game than me, because it's everything to me. You know what I mean? I just know I know everything about everyone. I know every shot they throw. I know every reaction off every shot someone else throws. You know what I mean?
Conor, you said that you're fighting yourself. That's your ultimate opponent. If Conor McGregor had a demon, I mean, what is the demon that you battle inside, your day-to-day demon? What is it that you need to overcome within yourself?
Just staying on the straight and narrow. You know what I mean? Just staying on the straight and narrow. Because I seem to be I can be a product of my environment. You know what I mean? If I'm in with the wrong crowd, I just kind of become wherever. You know what I mean? So that's why I like to be isolated, and that's why this has helped me coming out here and being locked in an apartment on my own. building back up my leg, going from rehab to home to rehab to home, because there was no outsiders. It was isolation, it was visualization, it was motivation, and it was dedication. There was nothing else going on in my life, you know what I mean?
And you don't like people too, right?
I mean, it's not that I don't like people, it's just that I'd rather just, this needs to be, to get to the level that you need to get to the pinnacle, it needs to be like that. It needs to be no outsiders. It needs to be, you need to have your team and your focus, and that's it. I don't need friends that aren't involved in this game, or that aren't on the same path, you know what I mean? Because it's just not, it doesn't make sense, and that is a demon that I need to conquer, you know what I mean? Because I have friends outside of the sport, and you know, I can get into trouble and go out, and you know what I mean? And not that they're never not going, these guys aren't going to be friends. These people are my friends for life, of course, you know what I mean? But I just need to be able to control that.
Sure, you need to cut that off, and to a certain degree.
Yeah, exactly, to a certain degree. You know what I mean?
Because going hang around those guys at the block ain't gonna, nothing good's gonna come from that.
Exactly. It's just not. You need to be isolated to the game, and that's.
You got an evil side in you too, right, bro?
That's a good thing. Yeah, don't get me wrong. Don't. A true martial artist is a peaceful man.
Right.
A true martial artist is peaceful, but don't fucking push me.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't fucking push me. You know what I mean? But,
right. Because that killer instinct comes out too as well.
I mean, look, I'm not trying to hurt. I don't have any. Yeah, I mean, evil's a weird word, you know. I don't have an evil streak. I don't go out to purposely hurt people. I just go out to outthink people, you know, and outwork people, out hustle people, you know what I mean, and out.
The same mind frame in the cage too.
The same mind frame. I'm not trying to hurt nobody. That's just part of the game, you know what I mean. I'm trying to outthink them. I'm all I do when I go into the cage is empty my mind. I have a clear mind. I don't think of nothing. I just go in and create. I go in and create their reaction. I give them. I don't wait for their reaction and react off that. I actually give them their reaction. I create my movement to give them the reaction that I want. That I want them to take.
I just saw them police. Go down there.
I give them that reaction that I want them to take, and then I'll act off that. You know what I'm saying? And my mind is clear. You can't have evil thoughts. You can't have happy thoughts. You can't have sad thoughts. You can have no thoughts in there. It needs to be empty. You know what I mean? And it's a weird kind of feeling when you're in there because it is empty. You know, you're just.
Would you say that with some of the doctrine, or that some of the training from John? Is that John Kavanagh?
100%. John Kavanagh and Gunnar as well. His mind frame is like that because I have a balance where I'm two people. I'm the laid back, calm as can be guy,
right?
And then I'll rip your head off. You know what I mean? So I was probably the first one when I met John, and then when training with John, I kind of got that balance and became calmer and recognized that emotions is not good to have in the fight game, in anything really, you know. Absolutely. You need to be emotional. You can't carry emotions in things. So that was where I was at.
After this, like, you can flip a bitch.
Yeah.
So John has teach you to be kind of zen, emotionless, scientific, technically advanced.
100%.
Approach it all from science 100%. As opposed to any.
And then just hours upon hours and realizing that on the mat and in the ring or in the cage or wherever, just realizing that having emotions, because in training you're gonna have emotions. Like maybe it might not be your day, and you start over exerting energy on things, and it just never helps. So just over the years, I've just learned to just be empty. Basically, just be empty in there, empty of thought, empty of emotion, empty of anything, and just trust your reaction.
Has there ever been a time that you've been in a fight where you kind of lost your temper? There was something about someone or somebody, or someone kind of maybe pushed you or into an angry zone, into angry. You've been angry before in a fight. Something that they did to kind of.
Yeah, not in competition.
Right.
Not in competition. I've never really had that kind of anger. You know?
Nobody pushed you that far.
Nah, I've been in like war of words or so to speak, and there's been build up, and he said this and he said that. But honestly, the guy could say anything to me. He could say anything to me, and it would not faze me. It would not make me go in there any differently than I would if he said nothing. You know
And there's
what
a
I mean?
business part of that too. I mean, sometimes you got to promote the fight. You know what I mean? There's a difference between, you know, real words and business words sometimes too. You know.
But I
Fight
believe
promotion-
business can be like that. Fight promotion can be fake, so I don't try and promote nothing. If it's there, it's there, and it flows naturally. I'm not gonna go and put like the Holloway fight. I never said nothing. I never said
Right.
nothing bad about Holloway, Max Holloway. You know what I
He
mean?
seems like a really good guy. You know. Yeah.
So people can talk about I build up, I'm building, I'm promoting myself and all this shit, but it's shit. If it happens, which of course it happens because humans
Right.
clash heads and shit, but.
So if you are in a situation where you do say something to somebody, there's no fight promotion. You fucking mean it, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. I wouldn't say it's. I'm not being malicious. I don't think I've ever been malicious to anyone. I'm simply stating fact.
Right.
I'm simply stating
But
fact.
you're gonna state the fact.
And I will state the fact. But it's not.
Right.
Don't hate me for saying the truth. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If
fight promotions
if you
are
can
not in your
find me
mind.
something, because I know if you can find me something that I've said about somebody that might have been malicious, well, that was not true, well then let me hear it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Right. No, I hear that, bro. I hear that. Like I'm the same way with my directing. You know, like I can talk all day long about this, that, but I like to prove what I can do. You know, I believe I'm the best in the world or what I do. So I just want to prove it. Now, you know.
Yeah.
Talking ain't gonna pay me.
Yeah.
And talking ain't going to book me a job. You know, my skills are gonna do that.
Yeah,
it's what
exactly,
I can deliver. You know?
exactly, and that's why a lot of people are sleeping on that with me.
Yeah.
A lot of people think it's the talk that's getting it. Nah,
I searched you out. I don't know if you know, but I searched you out. But I think I've got a radar. I mean, I worked with Kane from the very beginning. Me and Nick from Dethrone, we knew who's going to be a champion. We just knew it. Just when he got signed. Same with Ben. I actively went after Ben long time ago with Dethrone, and I actively came after you because I was like, this guy's a champion. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've
and
no doubt
also
in my
you're Irish, I'm English, Ireland's like a 7-0.
Yeah.
So I found it fascinating. You know, we've been waiting.
Yeah.
You know, England and Ireland's been waiting for a champion. You
Yeah.
know? You know, it hasn't happened yet. You know? There's a lot of stake here. There's history at stake, you know?
Yeah.
Stay in the right lane. And so that's kind of my fascination with you.
I've been making history for a long time now. I was the first Irishman to win a world title for Cage Warriors.
Right.
I was the first European man to win 2 world titles in 2 different weight divisions. I was only the second behind Dan Henderson to ever do it. Only 2 people have done it in reputable organisations.
Right.
Cage Warriors is a big organisation, as well as Pride, of course, was a big organisation. The first guy to get a win, Irishman to get a win inside the UFC. You know what I'm saying? I'm just every single fight I'm making history. You know what I mean? So, and it's going to continue that way. Every fight I make history.
You do a left in that thing.
Yeah.
Conor, man.
Every fight I make history, my friend. Yeah. You just sit back and stay tuned, sit back and enjoy yourself.